To equip Dorchester students with the attitude, skills, and experience to graduate from college and to use education as a means to transform the neighborhoods of Dorchester. Now, that's quite literally the mission and vision of College Bound Dorchester. It's a great organization, and because the high school dropout risk is still 2 times higher for Black and Latino males, programs like this, ladies and gentlemen, like College Bound Dorchester, are needed now more than ever. Now, to tell us more about the organization and how it's poised to become a national model, we've invited its CEO, Mark Culliton, right?
Culliton.
Culliton.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Urban Update.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
Good. This is a perfect segment, I think, or conversation we're going to have now, given what's been happening this week and the conversation we had with Ferguson, because as you tell me a little bit about College Bound Dorchester, it really affects a community that needs it, correct?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's basically built on this idea that the country in some ways is fundamentally broken, that we have neighborhoods that are creating generation after generation of failures, not because the people are different, but because of what's happening in those neighborhoods. And primarily, it's an issue with Black and brown boys, women, in these neighborhoods that are not getting the opportunities that everyone else in this country is.
Yeah. So how does an organization like College Bound Dorchester, you know, you always say, can you change the world? Or what can you do? What are you guys doing? What little piece are you contributing to this, to the solution of this problem?
Change the world is exactly what our students are trying to do and doing. So it's basically built on this idea that since 1965, we've spent $65 trillion trying to end the war on poverty, and it's failed. It's failed our students. So what we do is we look for the young people who have the most challenges, who are the least likely to succeed, you know, who've been locked up in South Bay, dropped out of school, kicked out of school, and we meet those young people where they are. We believe in their genius, and we help them get into and through community college. And we feel they hold the key to changing not only individual lives, but neighborhoods. It's them that have the power.
Okay, now how do you do this? I know we have some photos of some, you know, in action shots, let's say, for lack of a better term, of how you go about it. But what's your model? What's your structure?
Basically, it's really a 2-part model. There's academic instruction, but that's not the key. The key is having folks who are doing the mentoring, who are doing the work from the community, that relate to the young people that we're serving, and that believe in their ability to be great. So many of these young people weren't successful, not because of who they were, but because of other adults in their lives not believing in their genius and their ability. So you have to meet them, and then you have to help them with non-academic skills, grit, perseverance, integrity, those skills that will make you successful not only in college, but the rest of your life.
Yeah, we saw some photos. You were handing out some diplomas.
Yeah.
What were those? It actually said College Bound Dorchester.
Right. So we do a GED program. It's called a HiSET now. We also help people get a high school equivalency. But what we were handing out there is we hand out awards when students matriculate to college, when they go to college. So we have 80 students, former dropouts, former kickouts, that are currently on college campuses around Boston today. 80 students that before were costing the state almost $500,000 that now are ready to contribute to our Commonwealth.
So what are the resources that make available, and how does someone get involved? How does a parent who's watching or a student who may be watching Urban Update and say, wow, you know, how do I get involved? What's the first step?
Right. So we're right in the Dorchester community. You can go to our website, collegebouндorchester.org.
Let's put up that website there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yay. Yeah. Erin, good job, Erin.
Happy, exactly. And then come see us in the community. You know, we're focused very much. We've been in the community for a number of years. We're at the Log School on Bowden Street. We're over at Fields Corner, and we're up by Savin Hill. But come to the website. If you're a young person that has been told you're not going to succeed, that's been told you're a failure, come see us, because we believe in your ability. We know you're as intelligent as any other young person out there.
Why Dorchester? I mean, I have nothing against it. I love Dorchester, for the record, number one. But why did you pick Dorchester?
So I live in Dorchester. I'm raising my family in Dorchester. But Dorchester could be the south side of Chicago. It could be the South Bronx. It could be anywhere. What we're trying to do is prove out the model in Dorchester, and particularly Bowden, Geneva, that it's this small group of young people who can turn their lives around, that then can turn neighborhoods around. Once we prove it in Dorchester, then we're ready to move on from there.
Have you gotten some great success stories that
Yeah, I mean, there's so many success stories. I mean, every student is incredible, but what was really a powerful story is we had a leader of a local gang come into our location on Bowdoin Street one day, talk to one of our CRAs, say, Kat, I have 2 of my guys that say they're studying to go to college, who come here every day. I have 2 more of my guys that are on college campuses who came through here. And he said, Kat, what's going on here? I want a piece of this. And when that happens, then you have the opportunity to change neighborhoods.
Yeah, sounds like a movie to me. Sounds like one of those movies, you know? And no, I mean, because you're changing lives, and that's good in Dorchester. Anything in Boston, that's positive. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks again for the opportunity.
All right, we'll have you back. We'll have you back.
All right, great.
All right, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right, don't go anywhere, because when we returned, a seasoned photographer uses his camera to become, I call him the people's historian here in Boston. Find out who it is right now, coming up next on Urban Update.